Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a Dadzillosaur tutorial on converting your villagers into zombified villagers and then curing them for the purpose of getting very cheap trades. Okay, so to jump right in today, we're standing in front of what would be a typical setup for a villager trading hall, in that you've got, doesn't really matter, it's in the side of a mountain, but what you got here is you got a couple of stalls with some villagers in them ready to trade with. Now, I did do one trade with each one of them just to lock them, and as you can see, your typical trades here, and not too cheap, not too expensive, but we can do much better than that. Okay, so in order to make this work, the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get ourselves a zombie. Okay, so it's really pretty easy, and what you do is you dig yourself a little 4x4 hole that's 2 blocks deep, put 4 tracks in the bottom, and plop a rail cart in there. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and time, set, night. Okay, there you go. All right, so now we can place a zombie, and if I switch into survival mode, he will go ahead and start to track to me. Okay, and all I gotta do is get him to walk over this, and he'll walk right in, and there he fell right into the minecart. Sometimes he doesn't fall right in the minecart, and you got to give the minecart a little push and swish him around. Okay, and then for this next part here, I'm gonna switch back into survival mode so that you can see that it's not too difficult here. But before I do that, while I have stuff in my inventory, we need to break out a block here. Put a powered rail down, break that one out, and break that one out, and place another powered rail. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch into creative here. Now for this next part, I'm going to use my shield so that I don't take too much of a beating here. And you just give him a little bit of push, and away he goes. Okay, so I'm going to jump back into creative so we can have plenty of supplies here on hand. Okay, there you go. So now we have a zombie over here. Next thing you need to do is you need to name him so that he doesn't despawn. All right, so I'm going to name this guy Patient Zero. All right, and now I'm going to reroute these tracks. Okay, so on the front side here, we've got our villagers. And on the back side, we just have a wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and break some of this out until we can break in to where our villagers are. Okay, so I went a little too far, so let me put some blocks back there. We'll just use dirt. It doesn't really matter. We don't want to break the side ones out. We want to be able to get to them on the end. And actually, what you want to do here so that they can't get out, like that guy just did. All right, we'll go ahead. There's a rookie mistake. So what we're going to do here is we'll just break one out. Then we need to take a trapdoor. All right. And we need to put a trapdoor there. Now we can break these blocks out, and he cannot get out because he's 2 blocks tall, and this is slightly less than 2 blocks tall. So he is trapped. I can break that one out as well. All right, so you might have an entire row of villagers here. Now, had I placed a block here and then a trapdoor here, that guy wouldn't have walked off on us. But that's okay. We only need one zombie here to demonstrate this. All right, so now we need to get the zombie over here. Now, unfortunately, this would be super easy if you could put a zombie in a minecart and a villager in a minecart and just roll them side by side, but it won't let you convert them that way. So they got to get closer. All right, so we need a button, because we want to be able to send this guy back and forth. Okay, a button. Then we need a powered rail. Okay, maybe we need a little more power in the middle here, just in case. There you go. All right, there you go. We'll plop a button up here so that it can activate that. All right, so now what you want to do is you just want to get your zombie off to the side here, and you want to get tracks all the way up and stop right behind this guy. Okay? So we're going to send him over. There you go. Oh, yeah. You also have to be in hard mode or hardcore mode. And that way, okay, so he's converted him. Now we'll send him back. All right, so you want to be in hard mode. That way, 100% of the time, he'll get converted. Now, once he's a zombie, splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. All right, splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. He's going to start to cure. Okay, and this guy's back here ready for trip number 2. All right, so it takes a few minutes. So we're just going to go ahead and I'll jump back in when he is in fact cured, and then we'll check his trade rates. Okay, I'm back, and you can see that our librarian has been cured. Let's check his rates now. So he went from 24 to 18, and on this one from, I think that was 10 maybe, down to 1. So that's pretty good, but we can still do better here. The beauty of this is, all we got to do okay, and you can see he's going to go ahead and infect him again. There you go. And now we just wait again for him to... Oh, we got to cure him. Okay, so splash potion of weakness. Golden apple. All right, so now we wait a few minutes for him to cure again. Okay, and he's back again. And let's check his trades now. Okay, he's down to 12 and 1. So, if we keep doing this, eventually he'll get down to 1 on everything, and as you upgrade him, he'll be 1 on everything. And it makes it a great way for you to get this stuff very cheaply and very efficiently. And that's really all you got to do. Just keep sending him back and forth until he's until you got exactly what you want. When you got what you want, you break this stuff up and you change it. Okay, get our little button here. You only want one powered rail right in front of them, and then you want to make sure there's a gap before you have another powered rail. That way, when the zombie comes up here, if there's only one powered rail, otherwise, if there's a powered rail too here as well, he may not go up far enough. So again, if we wanted to start the next guy, we send him over, and there you go. He's going to infect that guy. And we send him away. Incidentally, I fixed it so that the trapdoors open that way. So that way, for the brief moment that the trapdoor opens, it should open that way to make sure that you keep them in. So you just got to place it the right way so that it opens that way. That way, when you hit this button and he's right in front of your guy, that trapdoor, when it opens momentarily, it'll open like that instead of like that. Now, I still think he can't get up because he can't fit through that space. But it just kind of looks a little better. So at any rate, folks, it's really that easy. And then you just move the rails around to be in front of whatever villager you want. The trick is that the rail cart has to be right next to the block that he's on. And the only obstruction between them can be this little trapdoor that's keeping him back. But that won't keep the zombie from infecting him. So at any rate, very simple. I think that's going to wrap it up here. If you have any questions on this, just leave them in the comments and I will answer them for you. But I hope you found this episode helpful. If you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.